Yes, yes. Good evening. I've always been a fan of radio. That is why I have put a cover over the camera so you can just hear my voice. So, I do not have much to say, but I guess all I really have to say at this moment is I have so much to do, and it is so hard to get, as I would say, in the zone of getting it done. It is so easy to get distracted. Um, for example, I came downstairs here to get my camera um, so I could put it outside to shoot more pictures and video of bees at the thistle. Mind you, at the time I was involved in doing something else, but then I looked out the door and saw the brilliant sunshine hitting the thistle and thought, ooh, maybe I should get the camera and set it up on there. Which, of course, I should have just kept on doing what I was doing, but I came down here to get the camera. It is perhaps as much as an hour later, and I'm still down here. I went through some more baseball pictures, and I put some up, and looked through some memories and shared some, and looked through some of the bee videos that I shot before, and tinkered with them and edited them and tormented myself over one of them where I didn't know how long it would be, and it ended up being just a little too short for the music to be absolutely perfect. But there doesn't seem to be anything I can do about that at the moment. So anyway, I just get tormented, distracted, and of course, do I get anything done? Not really. So, I see my camera is here, the one that I came down about an hour ago to get, to shoot the, or set up in the brilliant sunshine, because thistles look nice in the sunshine and the pollen is glistening and all that. This will, of course, set up a series of other things. I'll have to probably shift the table some and tinker with the tripod, and now I realize, of course, the piece that I need for the tripod that I had on the camera, I took off the camera before the baseball game and probably left it in the car. So I have to go find that. And on and on it goes. What I would really like to do is get set up so that my zoom lens is at its absolute perfect focal length, as close as it can be, so I can get absolutely brilliant, glorious, close up video of whatever insects come by. Hopefully bees, because we need bees. So, maybe an hour ago, when I was working on other things, I should have kept working on other things, but I didn't. I came down here quickly to get the camera, but I'm still here, because I looked at pictures, uploaded some, looked at videos, tormented myself. The camera is here. Now, of course, I realize, oh, the tripod thing is probably in the car, so I'll have to get myself together to go to the car. Which is not a terrible thing, but you know what? Something else, undoubtedly, along the way, will distract me. And chances are, by the time I get the the piece to put on the tripod, to put on the camera, all ready, all set up, and ready to rock and roll, probably the bees will be sleeping, it will be dark, and I'll be having to watch out for the raccoon that likes to wander through the backyard. But I am going to try. One of the reasons I recorded this radio piece here is I am going to try very, very hard although it will be difficult, which is the word I just stumbled over, to get up, grab the camera, go upstairs, get my shoes on, get dressed, go to the car, get the piece that would go under the camera that goes in the tripod, move the table, get it all set up, get everything arranged so that I can get some cool shots, and maybe even just leave it recording and I can go back and look at it later and actually get back into the tidying and cleaning and organizing that I have been trying to do, which has been going sort of. It's been a very distracting day where, much like this, I go somewhere to do something quickly or to just grab something, and then something else grabs me, and then I start doing something else. Maybe to the point that I forget why it is that I came there. Until eventually I say, wait a second, why did I come here? And it's funny, just as I sit here, I glance up and I see a magic eraser. And then I think of, there's a spot on the wall upstairs that I've been thinking, gee, maybe I should take a magic eraser to that spot. And now I see there is a magic eraser, which I will reach up and grab. Ugh. Hopefully without drop. Oh, I'm almost dropping. Oh, there's a lens cap. So this magic eraser is one of the heavy dutier ones, which I'm not sure I need for this job, but now that I have it, what I'm going to very much try to do is stop with this recording, stick to the plan, go upstairs. No, if I really was sticking to the plan, I wouldn't do the camera, and I would just take the magic eraser and do the wall. But the plan now includes the camera. So I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to take the magic eraser. I'm going to go upstairs, get dressed, go to the car, get the thing I need to put the camera on the tripod, carry on with that, and I'm going to put the magic eraser right where I assemble myself and gather my keys. And actually, maybe I'll put the magic eraser in my pocket so I have it. So that once I get all set up, then I can go upstairs with the magic eraser and go at the little spot on the wall that's been bugging me, and then carry on with other things so that eventually it actually looks like I have made some sort of progress. Anyway, I know the images of this broadcast have not been terribly exciting, but if you too are, how would I put this? Not tormented, but distracted, easily distracted. Find it hard to stick to the plan, stick to the game plan, get things done, etc., etc., etc. You can maybe, possibly, maybe, I'm lost for words. I'm hardly ever lost for words. Maybe you can understand the torment that goes on within my brain as I try and accomplish things, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. Not that I don't accomplish things. I am going to accomplish things, but it may not be the things that I set out to accomplish. Which can be so frustrating. Because at the end of the day, or the end of the night, or the end of whatever time period, there are things that I want to get done, I must get done, I strive to get done. And although I may get lots of other things done, which is quite fine and dandy. Oh, dear God. It's happening again. I just glanced up and I see a tube of glue, which is not a bad thing, except for his birthday, Andrew got some bobbleheads. And Troy Tulowitzki, his head came off. It's not broken. It just needs to be re-glued. And then I look up, oh, look, there's some glue. And it would be good, because it's really, I'm just going to reach up and get it. It's really fantastic glue, often used for jewelry and stuff. It's clear, transparent, E6000, non-flammable, paintable, glorious, really, really, really magically sticky. I think once you put it on, you're supposed to really leave the thing alone for about 3 days, and then it will not come off. So anyway, so here I am. Welcome to my mind. I came down because I was distracted by the sunlight. Did I get the camera? No. Did I do other things? Yes. While sitting here telling you about my torments and telling you about how difficult it is to get going, I saw a magic eraser, and I saw some glue. So now I have other things that I plan to do. Are they on my list of things that need to be done? No, not really. Will I do them? Well, I hope. Because I do want to get Troy Tulowitzki's head on before he gets lost. And I do want to go at that mark on the wall that's been bugging me. And I do want to try and get pictures of the bees. But in the meantime, of course, I have lots of other things to do. And are they getting done? No, not really. Would I like to get them done? Yes, I would. So I'm not sure if this is ADD, ADHD, maybe it's some little bit of maybe manic depressive, where, yes, I have these things to do, but I really don't feel like doing them. So I don't do them. But then sometimes I do. Other times I don't. And I'm very easily distracted by things like glue, and magic erasers, and sunlight, and cameras. I'm just picking up the camera, disconnecting it from the computer, turning it on to see, and I have 51% of the battery, which is good. Yeah. So, I know that actually nobody is listening, but perhaps at some point somebody will be, and maybe this will be helpful to somebody else who is struggling with ADD, ADHD, manic depressive, I don't know, staying focused, staying on task. Ugh, I don't know. Anyway, as delightful as this might sound, and as crazy as this might sound, it is actually quite tormenting, as it is so difficult to stay on task and stay focused. And what else? Like, stay on target, as they would say in that Star Wars movie, when there he is, over and over saying, stay on target, stay on target. And of course, by staying on target, he gets destroyed by the Empire, or their TIE fighting little weasels. Anyway, maybe the problem is I have too many targets. Well, of course, another thing that distracted me was the possibility of going live to talk about why I am so distracted. So, in some ways, of course, this reminds me of the song, There's a Hole in My Bucket. Dear Liza, dear Liza. And if you don't know the song, and I don't sing, so I'm not going to pretend to sing, but the whole basics, basics, the message behind the song is that there's a hole in this fellow's bucket. When along comes Liza, dear Liza, to try and help him fix the hole in his bucket. But eventually, excuse me, eventually, through a whole series of roundabout things, it ends up that he needs water to sharpen the stones, not to sharpen the stone, to wet the stone so he can sharpen the axe, so he can cut the stick, so he can, But of course, he can't get water because there's a hole in his bucket. So it just goes round and round and round and round and round, and guess where he ends up? Exactly where he started. With nothing accomplished, nothing done, and probably frustrated and somewhat irked with Liza, dear Liza. But Liza, dear Liza, is probably irked with him as well. So, what does this all mean? Well, I don't need a bucket. Well, I suppose I could use a little bucket for the magic eraser. Then I could take the bucket and put it over toward Tulowinski to guard him after I glue him. And if I can't find the piece for the tripod, maybe I could use a bucket to set the camera on instead of a tripod. Maybe. Yes, maybe this is possible. But I certainly don't need a bucket with a hole in it. Anyway, I am going to now gather myself. I'm going to go upstairs. First, I believe I will get dressed and go look for the piece for the tripod and try and get some pictures or video, or at least get it set up for the possibility of. I think the best plan would be, of course, the best plan would be to do none of this and stick to the plan, which, of course, is there a plan? I don't know if there's a plan. Anyway, so go upstairs, get dressed, get the piece for the tripod, get it set up, move the table so I can get just a bit of a better angle on the current thistle that is really gloriously blooming. Set the camera up on video, get it focused just perfectly, press record, walk away. Then go to take the magic eraser and the glue upstairs. Probably first do the glue and get Troy Tulowinski settled and put him somewhere where he will not be touched or messed with for at least 3 days while the glue dries, and then he will be perfect. And while that is all happening, take the magic eraser, wet it gently. By the way, if you don't know about a magic eraser is much like a sponge, but it's so much better. I don't know how, but it cleans things that can't be cleaned. Anyway, so then I'll take the magic eraser, put a little water on it, maybe a bit more than a little, squeeze it out ever so gently, and chances are I'll take the magic eraser and go whoosh, 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 just gently on the wall over the spot that has been bothering me, and it will come clean. And then I will put the magic eraser somewhere that I will not lose it, and I will go downstairs and go outside and see if, in fact, any bees have come by. And this will all take some time. And then, even though I have other things to do and other things to accomplish that I won't get done, or that I haven't got done, that I haven't got planned to do, but I should have planned to do, maybe I'll get back to them knowing that I've satisfied or that I've accomplished something by fixing Troy Tulowinski, getting the mark off the wall, recording some bees, and maybe then I'll feel good enough to, and happy enough and satisfied enough to get back to the kitchen, the hallway, the staircase, etc., etc., etc. So, thank you for coming. Perhaps at some point, some of these, this is the first that I have done of this live broadcast and video. Perhaps some of these sometime will be helpful to people, studying people who have a hard time focusing and so desperately want to focus. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about that. Until we meet again. David Bradley and his poor, tormented mind are signing off.